hotel group, where my name's Becca, I'm the DM, and I will let my players introduce themselves from the bottom to the top.
Hi, I'm Catherine, and I play Clove, a Philbog light domain cleric.
Hello, my name is Ross. I play Flynn, the Arsenal Celestial Warlock.
I'm Sam. I play Jerry, the human rogue.
Dom. I play Val, the Aasimar Paladin.
Good evening, I'm Django, and I play Alba, the Goliath monk.
And our guest character from last week, Traz, playing Bark, has gone back to his normal group, so he will not be with us. But on that note, I believe Catherine has agreed to do the recap for us, so take it away.
So we woke up the next morning, some more easy than others. A few of our compatriots got a nice surprise of an assassin attack or attempt on their lives, where there was a short battle, some doing better than others, until Burke, a new half-orc, came to offer us aid. I am not so good at my writing. Where he helped us defeat the assassins, and we took one prisoner for questioning, and took him with us to the Hall of Reason to get the money back from the dead creature we fought. Oh my god. And find out who tried to kill us. Where we found a dagger with the same symbol of the alchemist, which was on the bottle of poison as well. Once we arrived to the Hall of Reason, we explained the situation of the assassin with Judge Newman. God, my writing. Where we found out she was someone we could trust, who is investigating someone beginning with M. I don't know who it is again. And collecting our reward money, we parted ways, Alba leaving, go back to the inn, and the rest going to the market with Flynn, Burke, and his new colleague, friend, going to have some fun. And that's where we left it. Oh, wait. We also met Sarah, who told us where the drow lady is, who's under the sewers, under Scarlet's ward, and who arranged the three assassins to kill us. Nailed it.
You did. So, on that note, we will start with the group of people going into the tea shop. So I believe that was Clove, Jerry, and Val. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Walk into the tea shop, and there is a elderly female gnome behind the counter. You walk in, and the first thing that hits you is the smell. Lots of different herbs and spices and fruit, and just an underlying scent of just everything of tea. Shelves from floor to ceiling. It's about 7 to 8 foot high. Shelves on your left and your right, all just filled with different kinds of tea, so jars and packets and things, and then in front of you is just this counter with a little elderly female gnome sat on a stool. And as you enter, there'll be a little jingling bell announcing your arrival. And she'll go, "Oh, hello, my dearies. How are you?"
Hi. I'm good. I think we're all pretty good.
I'm very well. Just looking for some tea.
Yeah, we're here more on pleasure than business.
I'll start looking around, sniffing slightly different herbs. Find which ones I like more.
Make me a perception check.
16.
So mostly you're drawn to a couple. So there's one on the left, sort of about halfway up, that smells distinctly like lavender and lemon. And then the other side, right near the bottom, is one that smells like herbs that used to be burnt when you were young.
Oh. Herbal tea. Lovely. I'll start picking up and sniffing the lavender, the lemon, and the herbal tea. This is nice. I'll show the others.
She shows you a glass jar, and it has Linny's lavender and lemon on the label on it, and it's about half full, and there's a mix of purple and yellow and green leaves and things in there.
That looks perfect.
I think you can get a few cups out of these.
Taste, my dearie, that's one of my favourite as well. Not one of our best sellers, but definitely one of my favourites.
This one reminds me of my, and I'm picking up the herbal tea one. This reminds me back at the temple. Very nice.
What is your bestseller?
My best seller is that one, and she'll point sort of to the right hand side, probably almost at the top. She went, "It's out of reach because people try and take it, but when I'm not looking, but that one tastes like chocolate."
Is it within my reach?
It's within your reach.
I'll pick it up.
Yeah, I wasn't planning for someone of your height, but that saves me getting my ladder out, dearie.
Oh, happy to help.
How does that smell?
Chocolate.
It smells like chocolate, like really, really, really like chocolate. Although all you can see in there is green tea leaves, so you've got no idea where the chocolate smell is coming from.
I'll pass it to Jared.
Oh, it looks very nice.
Smell it.
Jerry's gonna take like a real deep, like connoisseur style sniff. Like he's gonna get his nose right in the jar and like proper huff it. It's very, very good. Top tier quality tea.
Huh.
Maybe
I like
maybe a
all
little
of this.
sweet for my taste, but it's very,
Well,
very nice.
did we want to get all three or just one?
Pot of each?
Pot of each.
Yeah.
We'll take a pot of each.
A pot of each, that would be. And she'll do some counting. You'll watch her doing some moving her fingers around as if she's adding and minusing with her fingers. She'll go, "That would be 15 silver for a pot of each."
Oh,
15 silver altogether, not 15 silver each.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I've got that.
Oh, thanks, Jerry.
Thank you.
That's all right.
Me the jars, I'll make sure that you've got enough of each. How much is the pot for? Is it for just the three of you, or are you looking for enough for more?
I think it might just be the three of us.
Yeah, I kind of look around. I don't think anyone else is here that we are associating with.
Well,
Sarah's not here, is she?
Sarah.
Yeah, she's gone, right?
No.
Just the three then.
Someone can always share my cup.
Hearing you say that, she'll go, I'll give you a little bit extra just in case. She'll take the jars from you and she'll pull out some little Hessian bags just from under the counter, and you'll watch her carefully sort of tipping out a bit of each. And so there's enough in there. She goes, there should be enough in there for 4 or 5 cups, maybe a little bit more if you're careful. But there you go, that's your tea.
I'll put just one gold, 5 silver
These
down
bags.
on the counter,
Mm.
and take it over to. There's places to sit in here, right?
Is there anything I can take?
No, it's just a tea shop.
All right. Well, we'll just stand here and
Do we need a teapot?
drink.
Sure, I can provide you with a teapot if you like, but unfortunately there's no place for you to sort of drink the tea in here. To take it to wherever you're staying and enjoy it there, where you can be comfortable.
No worries.
I can have a bath as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
I'm
was just
sure
thinking
that.
aloud.
Yeah, I'm sure that bathroom's going to be extremely clean by the time we get back.
It had better be.
Well,
You're not there. Oh, before we do need to see the others because the drow lady is currently underneath the sewers in the Scholars Ward, so we can finally get answers.
Well, perhaps we should head back. Maybe get a cup of tea if we have to wait a bit.
Yeah,
Back at
sounds lovely.
what was it? The place we were staying,
Raven's Wing.
Raven's Wing.
What's it?
Yeah, I mean, we could get a cup of tea there. Take our tea with us.
Yeah,
Reconvene with the others.
sounds like a plan to me.
All right, let's do that.
Right.
They're returning to the Raven's Wing.
Yes.
You get there, you do hear the noise coming from upstairs. It's not very quiet.
Strange noise. Think we best not disturb them.
I think maybe that is for the best. Is there any kind of outdoor seating?
We can sit on the bench.
Yeah, I think I'd be more comfortable.
I'll go have a look around somewhere we can sit.
Back outside of the Raven's Wing. Asking the barkeep for a pot of hot water first, or are you going to find somewhere to sit first?
Oh, yeah.
I'll go up and ask.
What are you looking for today?
Can we just get a pot of hot water, please? We're patrons staying here, as you well know from last night's shenanigans. Yeah, could we get a pot of water, please? Hot water.
with that as well, or just the hot water?
Yes, please. Your fanciest 3 cups, please.
I can do fancy, but I'll get you a pot of hot water and some cups. Let me just go grab them, and he'll walk out the back.
Obliged.
Takes him about 2 minutes, but he comes back out with a tray with a pot of boiling water in a metal kettle, and 3 what I'd describe as builder's mugs.
Amazing. This will do quite nicely. Thank you very much.
No problem. Don't go breaking them now.
I couldn't if I tried. So sorry.
Fine.
Yeah, I'll take them over to wherever Clove has found.
Clove, make me a perception check to see if you can spot a bench or somewhere outside to sit.
Okay.
You're actually not that far from a little park that you can see. It's not very big, but there's a bit of green space, sort of maybe 5-10 meters to your left. And
lovely.
where you're stood, you can actually see some benches in there.
I'll drag Jerry along, like hold his hand, go, oh look, I found somewhere. Start taking him along.
Oh, this looks perfect. Absolutely perfect. I have not enjoyed a good cup of tea in the park since I was a boy.
It's been a long time for me as well. Nice.
I do hope they're not going to be too long in there.
Well, I can always just knock and just let them know that we're still waiting for them.
No, maybe
Surely won't
just
mind.
wait. I'm sure they're having a lovely time. I wouldn't want to spoil it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Just gonna do a little scan round this park and scan round the area quickly.
With your perception check there, I'll let it stand for the same thing. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. There's what you assume is a mum or potentially a nanny with a couple of very young children, sort of the other side of the park, just running around chasing a ball. There's a couple that you assume is on a date, sat on a blanket, feeding each other strawberries. Other than that, fairly quiet in the park today.
Okay, so no one I know.
No one you know.
Okay.
Given that the park isn't packed, Jerry's gonna unclip the strap from under his chin and take his tinfoil hat off for a little bit, get some air to his head.
I've been meaning to ask about that thing. What is it? Doesn't look particularly sturdy. Like it gives you any kind of armor benefit.
No. It's to stop my mind from wandering.
Your mind wanders. You mean like dreaming?
More to stop other people trying to get in.
Ah.
You know, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. I have a very open mind, you see, and I don't want people getting in.
Well, your brain could fall out as well, so
It can do that.
open mind.
I didn't
Yeah,
realise
your
humans
mind's
could
too
do
open,
that.
yeah.
Start touching his head slightly. Your brain could come out? Is that a normal thing for a human? Oh my god.
It happens all the time, actually. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess it can happen quite often. I wouldn't. Yeah,
Let's
maybe
put
I'll
the
I'll
hat
just
back
keep
on.
that. I'll just put the hat back on. Yeah,
Let's
it's
just put the hat back
making
on.
me feel self-conscious about it now.
It's okay, Jerry.
You put the hat back on.
Phew. I was getting worried.
Leave you guys having tea in the park for now. and we will pop over to Albar, who is, I believe, on the way to the Halls of Reason.
Certainly is. I'm assuming there's still guards outside. What kind of time of day are we at?
Probably at, I'd say, early afternoon, early to mid-afternoon.
Okay. So he's going to kind of try and look as nonchalant as possible. Like, you know, with the walk of somebody, the only time he's ever been in official buildings before this was usually getting in trouble. So trying to saunter up, like, you know, this is totally normal, totally casual. Straight up to one of the guards. Yeah, right, mate. Listen, I need to have a word with head judge lady about you know, the old thing with her brother and the big ant eggs and, you know, the things with the big jewels that, and he's like trying to mimic the arms and the teeth going and everything. You know, it needs to be like a professional word. You know what I mean?
Need to speak to Miss Newman.
Yeah, that's the one.
Let me see if she's free. Was that the guards at the front you were speaking to, or the receptionist?
That's the guards at the front.
Go in. Tanaka will check if she's free for you and see her or not.
Lovely stuff, thank you, mate. Kind of lean against the reception door, reception desk, just like.
He's actually not there at the moment, so you wait probably about 5 minutes, and he comes out and he's sort of straightening his jacket and his tie, adjusting his hat a little bit, and he's like, "Oh, sorry to keep you waiting.
No worries, mate. No worries.
Third time you've been here. It's Miss Newman you're wanting to speak to."
Yeah, that's the one.
Let me see if she's free. Give me just a moment, and he'll sit down, and you'll watch him. By now, you've learned the finger movements to see to know that he's casting something that allows him to speak to her. He goes, she says she's just in a meeting, but if you go and wait by the door, she'll be done in the next couple of minutes, and then you can come in.
Can do. Thanks, quiet. I'm gonna head back to the room. Just kind of wait in the hallway outside. Amuse himself, playing with trouble. Pulls at a thread on his rugged cloak till it comes out, and he's got just a bit of string that he's getting her to chase around.
So yeah, you sit there playing with trouble, and after a couple of minutes, the door opens and you see a tall rabbit man wearing furs and sort of a leather jacket. He's got two sort of scimitars at his side. You watch Myra Newman going, "Well, thank you very much for the heads up. If we can spare anyone, we'll send them your way. If you need anything further, please let us know, and we'll see what we can do. But hopefully it all sort of blows over soon." And he'll go, "Well, thank you very much. Hopefully it will do," and he'll walk away. And go, sorry to keep you waiting, but do come in. And she'll sort of hold the door open for you to come in.
I kind of almost don't notice her for a second. I'm just staring at this rabbit man as he walks away, just like, what the fuck is? Oh, sorry. Yeah, thank you. I'll just come in then, shall I? Step in and look around awkwardly, like, do I sit? Do I stand? Just kind of gonna opt to lean on the back of a chair near the desk.
I staring. He is his name is Ancient Star, and he is a messenger, in inverted commas. She does it to one of the gods, known as Bunny. But that's what he calls himself. But apparently he defends sort of gateways to the heavens, and he's having a little bit of trouble.
Well, not mine to ask questions. Well, not in that regard, anyway. None of my business, I'm sure. I was hoping we could have a word about, you know, the business, and he's just like pumping his eyebrows furiously.
Oh, of course. Give me just a moment. I'll make sure the room is secure for your privacy. And she'll wave her hands, and she'll wait about a minute, and she'll go, "There we go. We can talk. What was it you were wanting to discuss?"
I didn't really get chance to probably ask you earlier. Some of the things you mentioned were giving me a little bit of food for thought. I'm not. Look, I'm not one for all this kind of political, diplomatic talk. I was hoping we could speak a bit more bluntly than we did earlier.
Of
This Margrave chap.
blunt.
How much of a prick are we talking about here? I've asked around. Some people, no one's like openly talking shit about him, but most people, they don't seem particularly enthusiastic in their praise of him, which has got to get me wondering, almost like going through the motions.
Understood. So for the whole thing with the dragons and she'll pause a second as she looks at you and goes, and the Goliaths. No, no offense. Not judging you by your race.
Well,
But
I'll be honest. Maybe you should, but we'll get to that in a moment.
so before the dragons and the Goliaths, if he had been Margrave before then, he wouldn't have been seen as so bad. And abusive is the word I'm going to use. But people wouldn't have moaned very much or fought anything out of the ordinary because they didn't know any better. They didn't know any different. Obviously, since that we've seen Tal'dorei, we've seen Imon start to be run by a council, and how well that's going, and how more even and things are going, and we've seen Westrunn start to be ruled by the same thing, a council that allows everyone to have a voice, and they're a lot less. The word I'm looking for. A lot less. I'm looking for, but basically
Less
they
gossip.
don't. Yeah, we'll go with that. So that basically, small crimes are not as badly punished as they are here. But sometimes small crimes come from desperate means.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Whereas here, the smallest crime, you steal a loaf of bread to feed yourself, you're going to likely lose a hand.
Ooh, it's a bit strong.
But that's, I think, the problem at the moment. He's not a horrible person, and any other time, if we hadn't seen how the rest of the world was changing, we'd have probably just put up with it. But he's now looking around the world that we see. He's ruling with a little bit too much of an iron fist, and we think a council would do it better.
Sure, but he's not out there like kicking puppies or nothing.
Not that I've seen, although kicking puppies and hands off probably not too far away from each other.
Well, yes, fair comment. Fair comment. And you reckon it was interesting? You commented earlier when my friend told you about we got that bottle and the knife, and they got his symbol on it, and that seemed a little suspicious to me. Only an idiot sends someone to do a job, gives them their own dagger for it. Seems a little suspect. Seems to me like someone might be trying to stir shit up.
There is potential for it. There is also the potential that he has given them to a trusted advisor not to stab someone with or poison someone with, but because he trusts them and they're doing a job for him. And that trusted advisor has proceeded to pass them along, either to make him, the Margrave himself, look bad, or because he hasn't fought, whichever one of his potential advisors it could be. If it is, it could be that someone has got hold of these items and is trying to cause trouble.
And this like revolutionary element within the town. sort of in the city. The lot that were poisoned at the tavern. I don't suppose you know much about that. Like, you kind of hinted yourself that maybe you'd like to see some changes made here, but some people are a little bit more, should we say, a little bit more impulsive, a bit more fiery about their go about it.
All the same revolutionary group to start with. Lots of different people from different walks of life and different aspects of the city, trying to find a way to persuade the Margrave to introduce a council or find a lawful way for it to happen. But some of us got impatient and fought the change. Going the persuasion route or the legal route was taking too long. People were being needlessly hurt and losing lives that didn't need to, if we could but just take it by force. So they broke off.
Yeah, and now they're losing their lives.
Subtle about it, it became fairly well known that there was a small group of people trying to find a way to overthrow the Margrave. It was only a matter of time before they got themselves or someone they cared about killed.
So, I guess whether it's the Margrave's doing, whether it's somebody stirring up shit, either an inside job, one of his advisors trying to do him dirty, or even like some outside group trying to come in and create an opportunity for some chaos, doesn't really make a difference. People are starting to die. And I imagine that there's going to be some kind of possible retaliation from from these revolutionary splitters, shall we say. So things are possibly going to get worse fast.
So, 5 of them that were dead in the tavern, 2 of them leaders of the group. But I know there's at least 15 to 20 more, if not more, since they may have expanded and recruited. So I will assume there would be some sort of retribution if we can't get things solved first. And obviously then there's you guys that have found yourselves caught in the middle of it all.
Well, I won't lie, it does feel like a little bit of full circle, a little bit of karma for me, if I'm honest. I said earlier. Sorry. Go ahead.
After yourself.
Well, look, I said earlier, you're probably not unreasonable to judge me a little bit by my race. You lived in Westrunn a long time.
Since I was a little girl.
You stayed here throughout all of the trouble.
Yes.
Well, you won't remember me, I'd wager. But I'm sorry, for what it's worth. That was, yeah, I was here. Only a little lad at the time. Barely really old enough to know what was going on, but as far as I was concerned, well, let's just say I didn't really give a fuck about what was going on. It was only later that it started to occur to me that maybe my people weren't exactly doing right by those who lived here before we turned up. I can't help but feel that, well, a little bit responsible, if I'm honest.
What were you at the time?
He just kind of looks a little bit. I was pretty small. 8, 9 cycles. I don't know.
Very small. When my
Pretty
young
small.
brother was about that age, he followed our father into the nicest of people. He was probably what you'd call the local loan shark. My younger brother, at around about 9, attempted to follow him into the business and started trying to beat people up. But he learnt the error of his ways. He learnt that that's not what he wanted to be, and obviously now you've met him, he's now a farmer. But there is no one in this city, even the people that he, at 8 or 9 years old, attempted to do out of money, that hold that against him, because he was small and a child and was doing what his father led him to do. I am assuming it is fairly similar with yourself.
Oh yeah, I mean, I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't really like. I certainly wasn't a decision maker or anything like that. I was just along for the ride for the most part. But I remember. I remember when old Kev Dax strung up the previous mayor. I remember what he did to him. It weren't pretty. But I do remember all I thought of at the time was, hey, I don't have to fight for my food anymore, Ain't no one picking on a runty little Goliath like me when there's all these, pardon the expression, puny humans around. That was my mindset back then. So I just took it all in stride. And now I'm back here and finding myself caught up in all this. And the more I learn, I feel like I can't exactly sit back and just not give a shit this time. I feel like you're sat on a bit of a, oh, what's that stuff that comes out of white stone? They put it in the barrels, goes bang.
Powder.
Yeah, it's kind of like cities on a keg of that shit. Someone's playing around with fire. Could go bang. Could have, oh, at the very least, could have more taverns of people end up dead. There was a lot of people in that tavern, and I'll wager most of them had sod all to do with what's going on.
Be correct.
Yeah.
I have the names of every one of them, and there are at least 5 of the people that weren't involved that have children of their own that are now on the way to the local orphanage.
Well then, I guess I better work on finding out who the fuck's playing silly buggers, and see if we can bring this to light. Whether it's the Margrave or one of his lackeys or whoever, I don't really give a fuck about who. Just see if we can make it stop. I mean, I don't suppose. Obviously, you know of some of the other splitters. I don't suppose you could warn them off any rash actions, could you? But well, I doubt they'd. Don't suppose they'd listen, would they? Otherwise, they wouldn't be off doing their own little thing.
I have sent them a message warning them against the potential retaliation that I fear is coming, but whether it will fall on deaf ears or not is another matter.
Yeah. Well, obviously, it's up to you. If I appreciate you probably take a degree of risk any time you contact these people. Uh, Maybe you want to let them know that there's a good chance they're being played. But I say I appreciate if if at this point you don't think it's worth it, or if you don't want to take the risk. I get that.
It's not so
Well,
much that I'm worried about the risk, it's just that I don't think that they're being played will help in anything. I think it would actually make it worse. They don't like being manipulated. It's the whole reason they want the Margrave out.
okay, no, I think I get where you're coming at. Yeah, that's fair enough. All right then. Well, thank you for being so forthcoming. I won't take up any more of your time. And look, I'm not exactly subtle most of the time, as you can probably tell. I'll do my best, me and me new acquaintances. try not to create more mess than's already going on. Try not to create more of a headache for you, but yeah. Well, I think you've helped me make my mind up. Thank you.
Welcome.
I'll be on my way.
Problem at all. Any further issues, questions, queries, feel free to come back. I'm here most of the day and probably well into the night sometimes. But don't one thing. Don't let past decisions way you behave now. I can see a fairly decent person coming out from there, so don't fall back into letting it go.
I have my moments, either way. But thank you. I'll keep trying. Right. Well, yeah. He's going to kind of awkwardly, kind of finger to the forelock, kind of salute. Not salute, but you know what I mean. Kind of like catch you later sort of thing. Yeah. I'll be going then.
A moment to drop the spell, or else you'll find you're unable to leave the room.
Oh.
Focus for a second or two, and it drops. You goes, there you go. You're free to go.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, I mean, not to get on the wrong side of you.
Some useful tricks a judge can learn in her ways and means.
No doubt, no doubt. All right. Well, I'll go find the rest of my colleagues then. Ciao.
Bye bye.
Gonna awkwardly leave, and yeah, head back to Ravenswing. Just kind of nod to the guards. He does. Cheers, mate. Have a good one.
Don't do anything stupid. You go back to the Raven's Wing, you walk in. At this point, it's a little bit quieter, but it's still ongoing. Upstairs.
Oh, bloody hell. Oh, well, I've drunk through worse. I'm going to head and sit down at the bar while waiting for Flynn to come downstairs and for the others to arrive.
Clove, with your passive perception, you would have seen Albar going into the tavern.
I would have shouted, Alba, really loudly then.
Okay, well then I'll give the nod of acknowledgement then before heading into the bar. Go up to the tavern. All the rest stands. Just be like, "Yeah, mate, can I? Yeah, I'll take a pint. Is it alright if I just some of my mates are sat outside in that little green spot? Is it alright if I just take out and I'll bring the mug back and all?"
Absolutely fine. They've already got a teapot and 3 of my mugs already, so this one won't make any difference.
Sweet,
Put a mug of ale down. Go. That'd be 2 copper.
lovely stuff. Here you go, chap. And I'll take my mug, pay him, and I'll head outside and join the others in the park.
Okay.
Watch out!
Alba, we have some tea.
Come
join us, sit.
That's lovely. I think I'll stick with the ale if that's all right. But
Smells lovely.
It is very nice tea.
I'll take your
What
word
did
for it.
you? What did you get up to today? You left quite abruptly.
A little bit of soul searching, shall we say?
Did you find it?
Yeah, I think so. I went and had another word with the judge lady. I mean, she didn't necessarily tell me, like, it was more like getting her to elaborate on some of the stuff she said earlier. Still don't know whether it's the Margrave behind this or what. Like, she don't know either. Like she said earlier, but and it don't seem like he's the biggest prick in the world. I'll be honest, I'm actually going to be a little bit surprised if he is personally behind all of this.
Huh.
Cutting off hands for stealing a loaf of bread is one thing. It's a bit strong, but I think it's a bit of a leap from there to poisoning an entire tavern just to get rid of some people you could easily out as being criminals, I feel like if he wanted to arrest if he knew who a bunch of revolutionaries were, why didn't he just send a guard around them up and get witnesses to, do you know what I mean? Do it all by the books.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to get a few answers. Clove got us a good lead,
Did you
didn't
know?
you?
Oh, I did. Did I? I did. Yes. So we know where the pretty lady, the barmaid is, the drow lady.
Oh, fucking Ripper, let's
Shit.
go. I'm going to start to stand up.
Whoa. We're waiting for Flynn.
Oh, yeah, no, fair point. He sounded like you still got a little bit left in him. All right, then.
She's in the sewers underneath the Scholars Ward. So if
Oh,
we find where we can get in, we can get answers.
oh, that I would like very much, because, yeah,
It's going to smell.
I think someone's, it is going to smell.
Yeah, I might have to see if I can find some sort of covers for my shoes.
I mean, if you want, you can rip a bit off me cloak. I don't mind, mate. I can get another cloak.
We'll see how it goes. If I can't find any covers, then I will gratefully accept that.
I'll tell you what you could do, right? I saw back when I was in the Mon, and every now and then you get some like rich ponce coming around wherever I was, and it, won't surprise you. I used to frequent some fairly smelly places myself, and they would put like little bags with like herbs and stuff under their noses. They'd have like this little bit of like, yeah, I don't know what it'd be made out of, but it would just be like some little pouch, and then it'll like tie around the back of their heads, and it'll just sit under their nose, so they didn't have to smell all of us. All of us waifs and strays.
That's genius. Whenever I used to meet the local children, when I was a boy, I would just hold my nose. That's a much classier way of doing it. I'll take that on board.
Well, I'll be honest with you, mate. Whichever one you do, you're kind of offending the people that you're around, but it's not a big deal.
I can carry you if it becomes a bit too much for you.
Okay, I will take all of this on board. This is all making me feel much
It
better
won't be
about
much
You
trouble.
traversing.
can
Oh,
have a
very
piggy
small.
I mean, you're all quite a lot larger than me, so
I was going to say,
between you all, yeah,
I'd
I'm
wager
sure I'll
any
be
one
able
of
to
us.
traverse.
I'd wager any one of us could carry you if we wanted, or if you
Yeah, I
needed.
reckon so.
I'll take that wager.
How much?
I promise I won't drop you.
That
Is that
sounds like a
promise you can
hollow
keep?
promise.
It is a promise I can keep. I was very good at carrying lots of heavy stuff, so I'm sure I can keep it.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Well, either way, we need to find that drow, and we need
Well,
to
we
get some
best do
answers
it
out of her.
soon.
We
I don't
should.
know how long she'll be in there.
That's a good point
Shall
as
we
well.
tell Flynn to hurry up?
I could do it.
Be my guest.
Yeah,
Okay.
you go ahead.
I'll go and tell Flynn to hurry up.
Before you go upstairs, I'm going to regret asking this question. Flynn, is there anything in particular you are doing?
Well, apart from the obvious, no.
So it comes to sort of mid-afternoon, and you fall asleep for a little bit. Clove, on your way up the stairs, you do see Bark on his way down, fully dressed in his half clothes. He'll just nod his head at you and carry on walking.
Ah, strange man. And I'll carry on.
Okay. So, you knock on the door. Flynn, you're awakened about 20 minutes after you fell asleep. Sound of a knock on the door.
Not a knock, a thump on the door.
I'll
3 loud ones.
I'll jump awake and go answer the door. But before I do, I'll minor illusion a load of like steam around my lower waist, and then open the door. Hello.
So we're about to head off. Are you done? And I'll peer over. Well, I'll look over your shoulder. You all done?
For now, I believe. Yes.
Great! And I'll grab him by the wrist. I will go.
Clove.
We've got so much to tell you. You've missed a lot.
Clove, I
So
want
I'm
to
just
get
going to
clothes.
tell you along the way.
Clove, I
So I'll
want to
tell
get
him what
clothes
we
on.
know.
Clove, I'm naked. Let me dress first.
Oh yes, that's a problem for some people, isn't it? Okay, I'll shove him back in.
Does the
Thank you.
steam cloud illusion move with you?
I hope so. It does. Okay.
I mean, it is only Clove there, and she doesn't seem too bothered. But
I'll quickly get dressed, gather my equipment, and wake Warren, I guess.
Do you notice there is no bark?
Yeah.
Like Warren, and he's like, yeah, what are you needing?
Well, the others have informed me that we are going somewhere. I don't know. Didn't really get details. If you want to tag along, I guess tackling this Margrave shit now.
Do you think you'll need me?
Well, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Up to you. If you want to come, you can come. If you don't, don't.
Tell you what, take this, and he'll pull out a tiny little stone, and he goes, I'm gonna stay here. If you need me, call me on it. You'll get in contact with me.
Where did you get this? You weren't wearing clothes. Alright, thanks.
Don't ask.
Man, tell him you like him.
I'll see you later. And put my clothes on and leave.
Your clothes on, you leave him, he falls back to sleep. You are now fully clothed and meet Clove outside.
Ready?
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Right. So, and I'll tell him everything that's happened, what he's missed, while I just drag him along. Down.
Okay.
So, sense of urgency. So, this may be our one chance to actually find out answers. So, she could be gone, she might still be there. So, we thought we best, hurry along.
Okay.
Capture.
Okay. She wasn't in the Topsy Turvy. We did go there. She wasn't there, so yes,
One loose thread, sorted them.
precisely.
Oh, we do have some lovely teas as well. We've got some lavender lemon, some herbal tea, and a herbal tea that smells like chocolate, which I don't really like, but don't tell the others. I think Jerry really likes it.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you. I might have some after we tackle all of this.
I'll go to the others.
So the rest of you that are sat in the park still, you watch Clove dragging a looking fairly tired.
Got him!
Hello.
you alive then? Got anything left in you?
Well, if I knew you're interested, I wouldn't waste all my energy.
That's not quite what I meant, mate. But never mind.
Yes, I'm ready to do this.
Good, because look, what's the plan then? We
We'll
find this
go
woman.
and we'll question her, possibly not kill her, find out what she's doing, and tell her it was very bad to poison us. Don't do it again.
Don't figure on that front. I think it's probably pretty important that we don't kill her. If I'm honest.
Well, we could always deliver to Judge Moomin.
Yeah, no, I think that'd be better because no disrespect to any of you, but I don't think if we like get some answers out of her and then we just like rock back up somewhere and go, yeah, no, we talked to her, she said this and this and this, we're probably not going to get listened to,
Yeah, that's a fair assessment.
So we might need her to what they call them, witness.
Yes.
That's just my
Ah.
thinking.
It will prove that you're all not guilty.
Exactly. If we get the bottom of whatever's going on in this city. Right then.
Let's go find the sewers entrance. In the Scholars Ward.
Okay. You are making your way to the Scholars Ward. Fairly turned dark now. It's got to sort of late afternoon, starting to go a little bit dark. People are starting to go to their homes, so the streets are fairly busy. But you do eventually make your way over to the Scholars Ward. You start your investigation.
I guess we want to be walking up and down, back and forth, looking for manholes, I suppose.
Or entrance into the sewers.
Yeah.
Are there any tunnels, entrance, or something? I don't know.
We should have asked Sarah, really, shouldn't we?
Probably, but
Yes.
never
I
mind.
didn't
We
think
could
of
ask
that.
a passerby.
Stupid.
I mean, we could just like split up and people can ask, or we can look. I don't know. What do we want to do?
Split it up.
Did we get told that we have access to the house of the alchemist?
Yeah, I think so.
You need a guard to take you. Warren to take you to the alchemist house to let you in.
Mm.
It's under guard.
Am I right in thinking we got told that the drow woman is in the house? Or seen go into the house? Or is that a miscalculation on my notes?
Possibly seen going in. I know that Clove's info was that she was seen going into the sewers.
Right.
By
Might have
Sarah.
got the wires crossed there.
I mean, look, maybe we can check out the alchemist later, but that house ain't going anywhere. For all we know, she might be.
Fair enough. Let's keep looking for the sewers.
Let's try and find the entrance or somewhere that will lead to us going into the sewers.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'd rather
Onto
keep
the
an eye
sewer.
out than ask someone because you never know who to trust and when shit like this. And then we ask around, and I don't know, might get
Get ambushed down there.
yeah. So yeah, I'm just going to be looking around, looking for manholes or.
Same.
I mean, there's not a river or anything running through Westrunn, is there?
There isn't, no.
No, so it is. There's probably not going to be like outlet pipes leading into anything. So yeah, looking for
Okay.
sewer entrance.
One
One of you make me a perception check with advantage.
Would you like me to make the perception?
I've got a +2, so yeah.
+6.
Yeah.
Most likely. Yeah, got +3.
I got a -1.
Oh, that didn't help me. Look at that, 12. I am so distracted at the moment.
You spot. So you spot them, but you spot a lot of them. So sort of every third street, there's another entrance to the sewers. There's even some manholes, but they're sort of little archways with metal grating, and above them is the underwalk ward inscribed on the stone above them.
I point out every single one. Is that one? That one? I think that one's one. I think that one says something.
I think this could be a potential labyrinth of a
Yeah,
sewer
maybe.
system underneath this city.
Yes.
Probably why she's hiding down there.
Perhaps we should consult some sort of public record. Maybe the Cobalt Reserve may have such a map.
Will they be
I
open
mean-
this late?
Surely. I mean, someone will be there.
Could do.
I mean, we don't want to waste too much time. Lord knows how long she'll be there.
DM, do we get any sense without actually going in there and look at? Do we get any sense of what this underwalk ward might be?
Will you make me a history check with advantage? Just you.
Okay. History, my strong suit. Ooh, thank God for advantage.
15. So you do remember from your time here previously, this is where most of the population hid. It's where Lord Derolo, as he's known now, began sort of the inscription that's down there. There's artwork down there. This is basically where they hid.
Okay. Hmm. Does it seem like there's people living down there now then?
The gates that you see are all chained up and
Okay.
locked, so you would assume not.
Okay.
So no, there's a memorial down there with the in Westrunn who survived the attacks. All of their names are inscribed in a wall down there.
Okay. Well, I'm not averse to going and getting a map if that's what people want. Yeah. What do people think?
I mean, we could potentially go down there and stumble upon this woman, or we could potentially go down there and be lost for God knows how long. The amount of time we could
Yeah.
waste looking is the same amount of time we could use getting a map. On the
Uh,
other hand, we don't even know if a map exists or if it's even a matter of public record.
Well,
Does-
no, go ahead, Clove.
Does one of us want to open the gate and walk a few paces in and then go, it's not massive, and then come back and say, we won't get lost?
Well,
But if it's a straight route,
yeah.
tunnel out, it's
If
only
we
lead one way.
if we go down there and just keep walking towards a certain destination, we shouldn't be able to get too badly lost.
Hmm.
I've got torches.
I have magic.
I'm
Could
not
always leave it.
particularly well versed in traversing the darkness.
I know a lot
do-
of people were able to hide down there when the dragon was doing its thing.
We could always
Yeah,
leave a
it's-
trail of stuff on the way so we know our way out if we do feel like we're getting lost.
Could do.
Yeah.
Hmm.
While we're having this discussion, can I look around and see if there's any stones, particularly some stones which would leave a white mark, and one stick?
Make me an investigation check.
Oh, my favourite thing. Guidance myself.
Unfortunately, you find neither.
Let me just have the guidance. No rocks or anything.
Unfortunately, not.
Okay.
Hmm.
Can I walk over to one of these like manholes that aren't manholes and lift it up?
As in the ones with the sort of the grating and the underwalk ward above it.
Yeah.
Actual manhole.
Manhole.
Okay, yeah. Make me a strength check.
Strength check. My specialty.
So it takes a second or two, but you do eventually a bit of heave hoeing. You do manage to get it flipped over, and looking down, it's fairly dark down there, although it's still light outside. So you can see a little way. There's steps leading down. It's probably about 8-9 feet down.
Don't think we have to worry about getting lost. As soon as we find one of these things, we can get out again.
Well, I mean, I'd take Matty's point about we could just end up going around in circles. I don't know. I don't really mind either way. Whichever one we do, I think we should get to it.
Adventure.
Should we just dive in or?
Well, I'm pretty sure diving in would be a bit unfortunate.
No, not literally, Clove.
Oh, right.
Let's go.
Sod it. Yeah, let's go.
I mean, yeah, we're wasting time. So might
Yeah,
as
let's
well.
do it.
We are people of action.
So I'm gonna stride over and stop just at the top of the manhole. I'm just gonna stop. And I'm gonna turn to look at Flynn. Now, I'm not gonna make the obvious joke because that would be crude. I
What
just want you to
joke?
know that I could have. That's all.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna head down the ladder.
See me.
You'll understand when you're older. Not following
I'm
down the ladder.
190.
Well,
I think. I lost count so many times.
well then. I'll start going down the ladder. There's a bit of awkward silence. But, well,
Huh. Am I going to be able to fit?
Just about. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, but you do manage to get down there.
Jerry, do you want me to? I poke my head out from the hole. Jerry, do you want me to carry you?
I'll assess the situation when we get there. If it is caked in fecal matter, then I would take a lift.
Okay. This is a bit of a squeeze. Ugh. Oh, but it stinks.
well,
It is very smelly down here, although this part of the walkway is fairly clean.
Right. I am going. Ugh.
Jerry's going to take out a monogrammed handkerchief and put it over his nose and mouth.
it's quite dark down here, I guess.
I'm going to pull out one of the torches, cast light on it.
It's now get lighter for you. You can see sort of what's going on a little bit more. You see an old brick. Sort of, you've come down into a bit of a room. Use the noise in the background. Stone room, stone floor, walls. As said, this area is fairly clean from what you can tell. You don't see any sort of running water in this area, but you do see the two tunnels that you can see on your map if I've put you in the correct place, and you can all see it.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see it.
How bad is the floor?
As in dirt-wise, or
Yeah. How mucky is it?
very? It's definitely well worn, old, and not well cared for. But as I said, there's no sort of open water flowing in this area, so it's not like it's getting any of the nastiness of that.
Okay. Gonna call up as Jerry's come down. It ain't too bad, mate, but the offer still stands if you want to, bag your shoes up.
No. If I'm gonna be in the shit, I might as well be quite literally in the shit.
Nah, that's the spirit.
I pat Jerry on the head.
Can
How?
I?
Go ahead.
Sorry. I was say, while everything's going on, can I be looking out for like footsteps, footprints, tracks, or anything?
Make me a perception check.
Perception. 9.
You don't spot anything, I'm afraid. It's fairly dry, so there's nothing that could have left footprints down here.
How cramped is it for me and Clove? Like, in terms of height of the sewer?
8 feet high, so you're both almost kind of brushing the top, if not slightly bent over.
It's a bit squished in here.
I don't know. It's not too bad.
If you say so.
Albar is only he's only 6'8".
7.5.
He's looking up at Clove. Ah, I'm all right. Been in worse.
No, I'll take your word for it. Although I did once have to hide in a box, so
Oh,
I guess some things are better than other alternatives.
I hid in a bin once. I don't recommend it. Gonna look to Trouble, who's up on my shoulder, kind of sniffing and looking a bit miffed at this whole situation. I don't suppose you can smell anyone down here, can you, Trouble?
I was going to say, can I do a scan to see if there might be any, which is the best pathway to take? Looking around.
You make me a perception check, and if you could make me a perception check for Trouble, if you've got cat stats there.
I don't actually have the cat stats, but I'll look her up real quick.
Be able to get you them.
Oh, actually, tell a lie. Forget I bought the whole bloody compendium on 20, so. Cat.
Got it.
Yep. She
We'll
does
give you
have-
access to this sheet.
Awesome. Thank you. Advantage perception. That's a
Right.
17 for Trouble.
Do you see anything in particular that would indicate which way you're to go? Trouble. Hard for her to get too much of an idea. She doesn't smell anyone that particularly draws her attention, but she indicates that the worst smell is sort of coming from this direction.
Well, I know which way you don't want to go then.
So, should we go straight ahead?
One way's as good as the other, I suppose.
Right. I'll walk forwards.
Do you want me to take the lead? I'm pretty good at sneaking and occasionally spotting the odd trap.
Oh, yeah. You go first. Do you want me to carry you, Jerry?
No, it's fine.
All
Thank
right.
you for the offer. Which way are we going? This way?
This way.
All right. I'm going to stealthily move up, checking for traps.
So, to start with, make me a stealth check, and then make me an investigation check.
I will point the torch so it lights the way for him. I should have dancing lights.
So as far as you're aware, you're stealthed. Everyone else can see you though. So you think you're stealthed, but everyone else, Flynn, Albar, Clove, and Val, you can all still see him. Because your passive perception is a little higher than what he rolled. And you don't see any traps, as far as you can see.
I don't know if you all can see me. I'm probably just a voice in the wind, but
Jerry, I'm
there's
standing
there's
right
no
behind
trap.
you. I can see you.
I'm going to play along. I'm just going to pretend I can't see him.
Completely vanished, mate. No idea.
Where's he gone?
Excellent. Well,
You're
there's no trap
gone.
here. I'm
I'll
like
look back behind me like
dust in the wind.
I mean, shouldn't we tell him if we can see him? Anybody else can see him.
Oh, come on.
confused.
I'm gonna keep moving ahead.
I'm just gonna pretend I can't see him, but blatantly staring at him.
I'm gonna step on the back of his heel a couple of times, as if I can't.
All right, up or down?
Down, up.
Well, if we always go left, like no matter what, like we shouldn't get lost, right?
It's good logic. It's good logic.
So if we go where you are, Jerry,
So
and if it's a dead end, we'll come back and we'll end up going up here.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Lead the way, maestro.
I
invisible.
mean, I'm surprised you
maestro.
could see where I was, but besides
Ah.
that, excellent plan.
I'm just going to stop as everyone moves on and just turn to Flynn. So, do you want to go in front of me, mate? I mean, no disrespect, but you probably don't want to be all alone at the back in case someone sneaks up on us, you know?
Valid point, but shouldn't we have a healer at the front and the back?
Well, I'll be right behind you.
Fair enough. I'll step in front of him, then follow the rest.
Flynn.
Hello.
Oh, I found it, guys. I think I found the poop.
Ugh.
Ugh. That's
Brilliant.
not really a good thing to find, Flynn.
That is horrid,
Okay.
horrid water down there.
How do you
Is
know
that-
without testing?
Yeah, drink a bit, see what happens.
Don't drink it. Don't tell him. He might do it.
I can assure you, I would not drink this water.
Very wise. Look, Trouble's just like wrinkling her nose up and burying herself deeper into the cloak.
Disgusting.
Right, this is a dead end this way, right?
Oh, there's a bridge. The bridge.
Across the bridge.
Sure.
I'm going to check the bridge specifically for traps before I cross it.
Just under that. Are we safe?
Looks like a bridge to me.
Bridge, sorry guys.
That's right. I just wanted to make sure that it would be safe enough to cross, or it was not rigged to drop.
Oh, can you imagine?
Say?
Before crossing it, just want to make sure that it's going to be safe enough for everybody to cross, or that it's not kind of rigged to drop.
Once again, make me an investigation check. Okay, yeah. So as far as you can tell, that bridge is stable enough and well looked after enough to hold you all, and you can't see anything that will blow up on you or cause any traps to go off or anything like that.
All right, I'm across the bridge. Start making my way towards this little bit.
Okay.
Ugh. Oh, it's a ditto. Ugh, back over the bridge.
All right, let's go back. Everybody back up.
What about
Yeah.
what about down this way? I can't see a damn thing. Any of you
I'll have a look for you, mate.
with a mystical sight want to take a peer around here, see if any of these tunnels go anywhere?
I will look down this way. Yep, there's another bridge.
Do your thing, Jerry.
I'll go and check it. You want me to go check that bridge?
I think we'll kick ourselves if we don't, and it turns out that it is.
Make me an investigation check again.
Can all this come up?
Hey, no, that was me clicking it incorrectly. I do apologise. I'm trying to open something else on my option menu.
Sure, it was.
It really was. I was trying to open the ruler, and the turn counter look fairly similar. So yeah, that bridge is absolutely fine.
All right, I'm across it. I mean, I can keep going, but we'd be going right instead of left.
I mean, when it's not an option, you know, you just follow the path you're on, mate.
Right. Okay. Makes sense.
DM, does this tunnel here, is this joining onto where Jerry is now? Cool. I'm just going to shortcut across. Using the bridge, I'm not going in the water.
Cool.
Okay, without a bar. Just so we're not completely split.
Keep up, Val. You're going to get lost back there.
Oh, I got in the water!
He's falling in the water.
He's over. He sunk.
That was intentional. As
No,
I was going
it's
for
fine.
a swim.
Make a check against dysentery.
Is there any use in trying to go this way, or does it look like it's just going to get us nowhere?
That way.
Yeah.
A dead end. I just couldn't
Oh.
put a dead end there.
Well,
Alright.
looks like I'm going to go back and take that right.
Back it up again.
Oh, it looks like there's a tunnel that way.
Ugh.
I mean, we just got to hope there's another bridge up
We
that
could
way.
jump.
Oh, fuck it. I'll start walking across the water and then.
Oh, Flynn, you're so brave.
That is absolutely disgusting.
Rancid.
That is some horrid water you walk through there. It's not very high though. It's probably sort of mid, not thigh. That's the wrong part. The lower part of your leg. My biology knowledge is
Arseholes.
chin. But it is absolutely horrid. Horrid water.
I can jump 7 feet, surely.
When I cross, I'll like stretch my wings so they're like pointing upwards, so they're nowhere near the water.
Make me a strength check if you want to try and jump it there, Val.
I'm going to jump it as well.
So make me, athletics, I should say, rather than strength for both of you.
Yeah,
My
myself.
modifier is the same.
Okay, so I'll take the 19 for you then.
Thanks.
Before I do, I go to Jerry and Alba and go, do any of you need me to chuck you?
Oh, I should be right. Thank you very much.
I think I'll be all right if I end up.
You were saying,
in the boat.
Alpha?
Get across. Alba, you go to jump and your foot hits just a slippy patch and you slip in and you land on your knees in there. So it is now all over your bottom legs and mid-thigh.
Oh, shit.
Was it
Literally.
Likely.
Oh, well.
strength check or athletics?
Athletics.
Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to guidance myself. And add the guidance. Boop.
So yep, you make it across successfully.
Leap over like a gazelle.
Is there any way I can use acrobatics instead of athletics? Maybe I'll
No.
do a flip.
You're all right, mate. Albar's just going to
I
walk
said I
over,
could choke you. I
Just gonna
could
walk
chuck you.
walk
Choke
through the
you.
river, just pick where he stood on the edge, and then just walk over to the other side and dump him on the other side.
So you get carried by Albar over.
This is actually quite an efficient way to traverse these rivers. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm already in the shit, so
I may have rubbed off on you.
yeah, just a little bit.
Oh,
You might want to stay like 10 feet ahead of me or so.
yeah. I don't think 10 feet's going to cut it.
I mean, we are in sewers, to be honest. The smell's going to follow us one way or the other.
So, left or ahead?
I think left's a dead end.
Okay, so ahead.
Ahead we go.
Yeah.
For me, Clove.
Oh, okay. I will.
Where you
stop
were.
Where I was? Yeah.
Does a 20 hit your AC?
Does a 20 hit my AC? Yeah, it does.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as a piece of wood just flies at you from this direction.
Oh dear. It's sort of like bang. Oh. Ow.
Oh my!
me
I'm
just-
so sorry. I should have been. I should have been checking. I'm sorry. I was
Get that.
preoccupied being covered in feces.
I'm gonna do scan.
I'm going to help her.
A perception check.
Sorry, Jerry.
Is that with
Jerry keeps a wide berth when you pass.
is that with advantage or? Critical.
So you do. So you see. It's very hard to make out. Incredibly hard to make out. See. Ghostly figure of a female. From what you can tell, from what you can see. Mid to late 20s, human, wearing sort of robes of a religion that you don't recognise.
Okay, so it's not one I know.
No.
Do I recognise it or no?
You make me a religion check.
Religion.
And it's a ghost. Huh.
Where's religion on this thing? 10.
You don't recognise it either.
Hello there, love.
Oh shit. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Just ignore that. That was totally by accident.
She looks like she understands what you say, but she doesn't respond. She just lets out a howling scream.
Oh my god, it's a banshee. Oh my god. I'll just go.
Was she?
You know what? I don't think she's up for talking. Do you think this way will be better? Now point to the right.
Was she an elven woman? Sorry.
No, human by the looks of her.
I'm just gonna walk straight past you, love. If that's all right.
As you get there, you watch a piece of wood rise up from next to her, and it will fling itself at you again.
I Eldritch Blast the wood.
Roll Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Okay. D20 plus 6 at this level. 10.
Okay, so 10 is enough. You watch the wood, it's about to come hit you, but it's sort of slightly to the side, so you have a feeling it wouldn't have hit you even if you hadn't managed to hit it with the Eldritch Blast, but you do hit it with the Eldritch Blast and it splinters. Can everyone roll me initiative, please?
Shit.
That's what my
13,
full name.
13. Not bad.
Silverberry.
Did we level up last time?
We're level 2, yeah.
I didn't roll my hit die. Can I do that now? Is that right?
Yeah? Did you not? Because I had...
Or did I?
Did, because you went from like an 11 to a 19.
Oh, it was really bad. Well, that's not too bad
I was
actually.
going to say 11 to 19, not bad.
Yeah. No, yeah. I've done. It's up here. I've found it. Cool. My bad. I'm an idiot.
So, Jerry, you are going first.
Is he?
Nah, Albar's going first.
Why is it telling me you rolled a 27? On, let me clear that and I'll add you all again. You roll yourself again and just add, and I'll change the figures to be correct.
All of us.
Now I rolled a 27.
Did even better on that
Oh,
one.
I rolled better on that one. Can
Damn,
I
our
keep
DM
it?
has future sight.
Right.
Let's get that one as well.
Oh.
She predicted you'd get a 27, Jerry.
True.
That's impressive.
Right, just trying to adjust everybody. There we go, that's better. Alba, you're going first.
Okay, so just going to kind of look up at the scream and the sound of the Eldritch Blast. What the bloody hell's going on up there? That's not very subtle, is it? I'm going to start sprinting up. Is it right? Like when I get to here, just going to gesture to the side, and Trouble just kind of bounce off and scamper off into the corner.
That's fine.
Get out of the way, and with my newly leveled up movement speed of 40 feet, come running up into the chamber, kind of skid to a halt, see the ghost. The bloody hell is that? And I'm just going to swing at it. That's an 11. I mean, is it like a regular miss, or does the fist just go through it?
Say your fist goes through it. You can feel that it more force behind it, and you'd probably connect. But it's just a
Okay.
little bit too sort of not able to hit it.
Then I shall bonus action try again and put my everything into it. 17.
That hits.
7. Well, that is it. It's like punching fluff. And that is my go.
Okay, Jerry, your turn.
All right, going to use my full movement to get to the other side of the Banshee. 25 foot of my movement to get to there, to get a hit on it with my rapier.
Roll to hit. 3 does hit.
And I think might be, yeah. I think that's it. Yeah, I'm not going to take my cunning action this turn.
Okay.
I'm just going to stay where I'm at.
Is her turn. She is going to turn to Jerry, who's the one that probably did the most damage to her there, and she is going to her hand through you. It's a ghostly feeling as it goes through. 19 hit.
Yeah.
Take 8 force damage as this hand just goes through you, and you shiver and pain as it goes through you.
Okay.
Ow.
Your turn.
Cool. I'm just going to move up here and give it a whack with my great.
Okay. Hits.
Lovely. 11 damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Perfect. Clove, your turn.
Seeing it's hurting some of my friends, I'm gonna just scoot round. Excuse me, sorry. Go away! And I'll try and pass through its hand and I cast inflict wounds.
Okay. Roll me to hit with advantage because Val is flanking with you.
20. Does that hit?
Rather than rolling to hit there.
Oh, why it's not doing it?
You want me to pop on and see if I can fix it for you?
Oh, mine. I actually don't know why that's not done it. But 20 damage.
Your what's it called? Character sheet for a sec.
Can I keep the 20?
Hit, you can keep the 20.
I don't hit.
The 9 does not succeed.
Oh, I slipped. Sorry. I guess I'll just put my shield over covering Jerry then. So it doesn't hit Jerry again.
Then.
Yeah, I'd like to Eldritch Blast a bitch. So an 11.
Hit, I'm afraid.
Okay,
Oh, God, terrible.
brilliant. Bonus action, seeing as Jerry got hurt, I'm gonna healing light him for 1d6.
Hmm?
Do I get any pluses to the healing light? No, just straight up d6. 5 points of healing.
Jerry, you take 5 points of healing.
Was that on me? Sorry.
On you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, I got to remember to mark that off. Yep.
How about your turn?
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to swing at him again. So I've got advantage now, haven't I, from flanking?
Do, yep.
Excellent. So the first attack, 21 to hit for 6 damage, and then a bonus action, 23 for 4. And that'll be me.
Jerry.
All right, same again. We're in a good position, so just gonna go for it. Is there any way I can hide in amongst anything here, or is it just an open area?
There's a couple of broken boxes sort of in front of you that you might be able to hide behind. You could also probably sneak behind the steps. There's a steps going. They go both up and down here, but you could probably sneak in behind them.
No, I think I'll stay put.
Okay. Turn. Seeing you protecting Jerry there, Clove, she will turn to you and she'll look very sad for a second, and she'll just mouth the word please in common to you, and then she will attempt to attack you.
Okay.
17, I believe that misses.
It misses.
Yeah, so it almost looks like she doesn't want to be doing it. It almost looks like she's going to attack you, but she doesn't really want to be doing it, and she'll just sort of swerve at the last very second and miss you.
Something wrong.
Val, your turn.
I'm gonna do same again, just with advantage this time. Yeah, 'cause 13 to hit. And 12 points damage.
Okay. Is that your turn?
It is. Yeah.
Clove, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to. I'm conflicted. She doesn't want to hurt us. So I don't want to hurt her. Burning hands.
Okay. Make a dex save. A 4, she fails it. To do this.
I sort of, seeing her last reaction, I gently, in a sort of like I was going to just gently sort of put up my hand to hold her, and then I just release this a ball of pinwheeling fire, and I go, sorry, fire, and then it just explodes into her. Yeah.
You will watch the sort of the ghostly form that you can see at the moment just sort of dissipate, and it'll take a second for the sort of dust off the floor that was blown up to settle. But as it does, standing in front of you is the same human woman, only looking angry and less upset. She's wearing the same sort of robes that you saw her in. Her hair is sort of down and flowing instead of all round her head like she was fighting with the wind. And she's just stood in front of you with her head bowed and her hands in a praying position. And she goes, "Thank you for releasing me. As a token of my thanks, there is something that I hid before I died. It's what's kept me attached to this place. It's in the boxes there. Please take it as my token of thanks. But it's time for me to go." And as she says that, she'll dissipate. And just sort of a slight golden glow just stays there, lingers for a second or two, and then goes away.
What a sad lady.
What the actual fuck was that?
Well, it's one angry spirit. Someone's been playing with stuff they shouldn't have.
That was
In
real.
a sewer.
I'm gonna look through the boxes that we're talking about. Is it? I'm guessing it's that rubble. Is it?
So make me an investigation check with advantage because you know you're looking for something.
Ah, thank God for the advantage. Yeah. Thank God for the advantage.
You do. So you find, looking for it, you find 13 gold, a 2 small vials of a red liquid, a necklace that is a gold heart with an A inscribed into it, and silver wings either side of it, which feels faintly magical to you.
Necklace with red gold heart.
With the letter A inscribed into it and silver wings going out of either side.
Ooh. Hey guys, look at this. It's so pretty.
Very pretty.
What does it
Yeah.
do?
Can I do a? Well, it already feels magic, and I don't have a spell. I'm not a wizard, so I don't have.
Me an Arcana check to see if you can work out sort of roughly what it does.
Guidance myself. I add the guidance. 11. What knowledge do I know? It's pretty.
Yeah, you have a feeling, you feel a slight connection to it, like there's some sort of religious connotation, not yours, but definitely something that would indicate that it's something to do with like a cleric or a priest or something like that. But other than that, you can't really pinpoint exactly what it does.
I tell them what I know. Everyone what I know.
Can I see what religion it would be tied to? Like if it was a holy symbol or something.
Make me a religion check.
Yay. 11.
It reminds you faintly of your holy symbol, or the holy symbol for your goddess. But it's something's not off in a bad way, but it's not exactly the same. So you get the feeling it's not yours, but it's something similar.
Hmm. I'll
Should
relate this
we
to the rest.
continue on?
Should probably move quickly. That make quite a bit of noise.
Probably. Going straight up, or going in that passage back there?
Let's carry straight on.
Okay.
What should I do with this necklace? Should I put it on, or should I just put it away?
Put it away for now, until we know exactly what it is.
Put it away.
As I said to Jerry, the stairs that you can see in this room do go up to a manhole, but they also go down as well.
Should we excavate this level further, or do you think descend?
I have a feeling. I could be completely wrong on this. In some ways, I think it's almost unlikely that the person we're looking for is going to be past here because of that, innit? Kind of gesturing to where the spirit just was.
Thinking the same thing.
You know, I'm kind of starting to feel like they're probably, unless that thing was their guard dog, you know? But that's not seeming too likely.
I don't think that's the case, else there wouldn't be this much, for the lack of a better word, tat left here.
Yeah,
It would
maybe.
just be the necklace.
Yeah, too. So maybe she ain't this way at all.
So you mean go further down?
Go to
Well,
that
as in
second passage that we
back this way?
ignored when we first got inside.
Well, I think either we go look that way.
You guys object if I just peer around the corner?
No, not
I
at all.
mean,
Mate,
it's
not
a
like
sewer. Like,
I'll go with you if you like.
I'll be honest, it looks like this might link up to the main flow of sewage. I
Oh, do
think
you wanna-
it might be just a big circle.
Do you want to have a look down this way? Someone who can see.
Oh,
Clove, where's that torch of yours?
I'll have a look. And I'll carefully look round.
think you're right, mate.
I think I see something. Oh, it's just more sewage.
Yeah, you're right. It all looks back round.
And on spotting Clove, I am a little bit shocked and draw my weapon. And then realise it's her.
Can I have a look at this manhole to see where in the I'm dragging everything. Where in the street we would be under?
You pop your head up, and from what you can tell, it's as I said, it's getting slightly dark outside. From what you can tell, it's a back alley, sort of not a huge distance away from where you came down, but it's definitely somewhere that's sort of more tucked out of the way.
Well, either we go down or we take the view around here.
I suggest we go down.
I don't know. I think maybe there was that other passage that could go off in a complete different direction, and I feel like we might have picked the wrong direction to start with, because I can't see her sneaking past that thing every single time she came in or out.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just my
okay.
thought.
Well, I suppose if now we know we can go down, we can always do that. Go back.
I'll tell you what. I'll go north and keep an eye out. If you guys want to go check where that is, leading back there. See if anyone comes up or down these stairs.
Works for me.
Shall I go in front?
I'm
You've
guessing.
got
Yeah.
torch. I've got a torch.
Gonna think back.
I've got to touch. Am I going up or down?
Up. Down just goes back that junction we was at earlier.
Up. Up we go.
What's down here?
Oh, I went completely the wrong direction.
No.
Oh. I don't think it. Let me have a look.
Yeah.
I don't think we want to go this way. Probably best going this way. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Maybe we should go down another level.
Yeah, we can't see any other. There's no other ladders
I
down or
think
anything
it's,
anywhere.
it's all a loop-de-loop.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm chatting shit then.
Can I make a check to see if ghosts only come out at night?
Make me. Oh, geez. Make me a. Intelligence check.
12.
Sure. Prefer at least most spottings of ghosts are at night, but you don't know if they only come out at night or that's just when people are sort of and seeing them more.
Could be a thing is that the drow woman came down here during the day and ghosts are less active during the day. I don't know. So she wouldn't have to sneak past something that's not there. If that makes sense.
I mean, yeah. Honestly, mate, up until just now, I always thought those were just stories.
I know. Ghosts, monsters, and demons are all very real.
I know monsters are, mate, but well, it's by the by now.
Yeah, well,
Undead are terrible.
demons are worse.
I mean, maybe. Oh, yeah. Maybe she had some kind of. I don't know. Maybe she knew some trick of getting past it.
Maybe.
Right, you magic people can do all kinds of weird stuff, so maybe she had.
True.
Fuck it. It's down or nothing. So
Who wants to go first? Is the big question.
I'll happily go first, but I can't see anything down there.
I'll go first. Oh no, I'm on my way down.
Okay.
I'll take up second if you don't mind. I could use the light.
Go for it.
Alright, I'll go down second.
Val, how's your vision down here?
I could see probably roughly 60 feet.
Oh wow, you've seen the dark then, can you?
Quite well, yeah.
Or maybe
Some
you
would
should
say
bring
I
up.
had dark vision.
Maybe you should bring it up here rather than me then, because I can't see
Good
further than
idea.
my own arm, mate. I'll
I
go in the
didn't
middle.
think
Have you
humans
got
had that
something on
ability.
you? Pardon?
I didn't think humans had that ability.
I'm no human.
Hmm.
Bold of you to assume.
Well, yeah, but
Um,
you look human.
Alba, have you got anything I can cast a little cantrip to help you out on?
Hang on.
A stick or something?
Rummage around in his pockets.
I'll put out a torch for him.
Oh yeah, actually, like pull a torch out of my backpack.
You can do it
I put
that
my
way.
torch back.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you very much. Okay, I'll still go down third because I think with my movement I can. If I'm in the middle, I can get quite far either way.
Do you want to go last or second to last?
I'll go last.
Okay, I'll go down.
What the fuck is this?
Not pleasant.
So down here, you're no longer in the sewers, from what you can tell. Definitely sort of a natural cave. There's mushrooms and things growing everywhere. This looks a bit more, as I said, less man-made and more natural.
Oh, lovely. What
Weird.
sort of mushrooms do they look like? Do they look nice? Do they look trippy? Do they look edible?
Make me a nature check.
There's one way to find out for sure.
I just hope they're not using human shit for soil.
Well, it's quite fertile.
Do you not?
Yeah.
No.
No idea what these mushrooms are. There's different shapes, colours, sizes. Like they're growing naturally. Others seem to be in pots.
Ooh, someone's growing mushrooms. Looks like someone's been down here.
Everyone be on your guard.
Poisonous mushrooms.
I mean, I could try one to find out.
Please don't.
Maybe we
I
should
mean,
keep our eyes out.
I can detect poison, but I have to have a sleep first.
Maybe we keep them and we make some sort of soup out of them at a later.
Or this is a very good place for a Margrave to have a secret alchemist thing.
To be fair, yeah, we were poisoned, so perhaps this is the location of its.
Oh shit, you're right.
It was made.
Can I do a scan around to see if there's any movement ahead or any
Can I
sign
assist-
of
Yeah,
someone
can I assist in
following
that?
us or watching us?
Yep. Make me a perception check
Can I give the help on that?
with advantage. So you look around and you can't see sort of any eyes poking out from the corners or anyone particularly watching you. You don't sense any sort of spell watching you either. Definitely seems like no one's quite you yet.
Okay. It's like we're all clear.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Yes. Can I walk over to one of the potted mushrooms? Can I? Are they like? I don't know. Are mushrooms ripe? I don't know. If they're ripe for picking, I'll take one.
So there's a few potted mushrooms around, all different shapes and sizes. You've got like, there's a bright red one. You've got a purple with yellow spots. You've got a green one that looks like it's actually an umbrella that's been blown inside out, so the mushroom is going up rather than down. So there's lots of different ones. Which kind of one are you walking up to?
Take the purple with yellow spots.
Compared to the ones around it, it looks more well grown. So you think that you could probably pick it.
Yeah, I'll pick it.
So you
I'll
have
warn the others to stay back when I do so.
make me a no. That's fine. You pick it. That's absolutely fine. You now have a purple mushroom with yellow spots.
Ooh, pretty.
Can I make a check to see if I know if it's poisonous or not?
Make me a nature check.
Nature. All the intelligence today. 13.
So you can tell that it's not something good. So you definitely shouldn't be adding it to soups. But you can't quite tell if it's poisonous or a hallucinogenic.
Only one way to find out.
This is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna put it in my bag for now.
If you want to go for it, I can heal you if it goes awry.
You sure about that?
No.
I'll wait for now. Maybe when we're less out of danger.
Cool. We could do a bottle episode.
Yes. Do you guys want me to call one of the guards to let them know where we are?
Do we have any glowing mushrooms? Are there any glowing mushrooms?
Glowing that you can see, but it is with all the lights and the torches. It's fairly bright in here, so.
Cool.
Long way back to the surface, mate.
I have a stone that
Oh.
allows me to communicate.
I was about to
Oh,
say.
yeah, your friend.
Yes.
Can't hurt.
Okay. I will pull out said sending stone, I guess. Don't know if there's a limit on this thing, so we're gonna find out.
What's it like? Unlimited minutes, unlimited text.
24 words or something.
You didn't tell
5.
me.
25.
Okay. In Underwalk, second level down, weird man-made mushroom cave. Maybe poisonous. Send help, maybe? No danger as of yet. Kiss. Essentially,
Yeah, no, that's fine. So it takes sort of 20, 30 seconds if you get a response of, there is no second level to the underwalk. Where have you
Oh.
gone?
I can't respond again, can I?
No, you can't. I'll send some guards to the sewers around there.
Oh.
Alright, so this level doesn't exist apparently.
Hang on, did you say we were in the underwalk?
Yes.
Nah, mate, nah, that was all chained up. We just went into the sewers.
Well,
Oh dear.
I'll send another message, so.
It'll be okay. I mean, if we keep following this path, it looks like someone's made it. So there'll probably be a way out.
Well, we did leave the manhole open, so they'll probably guess we're down here.
Oh yeah, we didn't close it, did we?
Oh. The only way is onward. I'm going to catch up with Clove.
So Clove is just wandering off by herself right now.
No, I'm just enjoying all the sight. This is all really exciting.
Where we are now, DM, is this like a little ledge looking down onto the chamber?
Yes.
Okay, cool. What do your furball guys see?
What do my furball eyes see? I don't know. I mean, lots of rocks, lots of mushrooms. I think I see something ahead.
See a closed door.
I see a door. I can knock.
Albar's just going to hold his finger up to his lips, like quiet.
I will hold an Eldritch Blast. If anyone attacks, I'll attack them back.
If
I'm
Jerry
gonna
can see
listen
me,
in through the door.
yeah, if Jerry can see me from where he is, I'm kind of gesturing for him. Catch up.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Point to the
This is a
door.
man-made door, is it?
What does my ears hear?
Man-made from what you can see, and if you make me a perception check.
Middle of the sec. There we go. Okay.
So, listening at the door, you can hear this faint bubble of liquids and an occasional rattle.
I do a little hand symbol to symbol rattle and bubbling. Fully aware that no one understands what I've just done.
Albar just looks at you like shrugs.
Rattle.
I'll nod to the door, like gesture, like opening,
Nod.
whilst holding an Eldritch Blast.
Can I just hold up a hand to Flynn, just kind of like, that kind of just wait,
I'll nod.
tippy toes kind of gesture, and I'm going to try and sneak up to the door. Quiet, like.
So, are you trying to be stealthy right now?
I'm just standing there with a spell in my hands.
Trying to be stealthy?
Yes.
Okay, roll
Try
me a
not to
stealth
make any
check.
noise. Uh-oh.
Okay. You are stealthy as hell.
Thank God I didn't have to do stealthy. I think mine's on disadvantage.
Kind of
Plate armor, then yeah, it would be.
I think it's chainmail.
That's also at disadvantage, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yep.
beckon Jerry forward.
Jerry's gonna come up, gonna just try and stay quiet.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
Oh yeah.
Okay. No one can see you. No one in this group can see you or hear you right now.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Now that Jerry's gone, we need to talk about him.
That hat.
That hat is, yeah.
Burn it.
I wasn't going to mention anything, but the hat is weird.
Look, I'm not one to judge others. If it makes him happy.
Look, it keeps his brain in, okay? He's sensitive about it. Don't tease him.
I'm still very much present.
It's okay, Jerry.
It's still very much weird.
It's
Sounds
not.
like something Jerry would have said.
It keeps his brain in. I didn't realise humans had such delicate skulls. That's worth noting, actually.
Shall we proceed?
After you, good sir.
Do you want to do your thing? Make sure nothing's going to blow up in our face if we open the door.
Alright, I'm gonna check the door for traps.
Investigation check.
Looking at Val, is he particularly armored?
Wearing chainmail.
Chainmail. Okay. And Flynn, you don't wear armor.
Leathers.
Leathers. But you've not been particularly stealthy so far?
I've been okay.
Okay.
I haven't.
Oh, sorry, I've got scale mail armor. So medium armor.
So not a disadvantage then, although the chainmail from Val is. 10.
Oh, I do actually have disadvantage.
I was going to say scale does give
Scale.
disadvantage on stealth.
I always think, for me, it's always medium. I think medium doesn't, but scale does. Correct. So, as far as you can tell, the door is not trapped.
Sneaky in.
Why
I'm
don't
gonna just come back to Albar and say I think it's good.
look? Why don't you and me, if we get our door open, if we peer inside, get a lay of the land, if there's someone in there, we can maybe get a jump on them. You lot be ready to come in quick as and just throw down.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if the door's unlocked.
You'll have noticed with your investigation check the door is locked.
Right, there's a bit of a snag in the plan. The door is locked. I have no lock picks.
You got your thievery.
I'll drop the spell of Eldritch Blast. I'll walk up. Could pretend to be the Margrave.
We don't even know what the Margrave looks like.
I could just
All
put on
sounds
a
like.
rough voice. Put on a gruff voice.
Do a
and-
voice.
Why don't you just break the door down?
What's it made of?
We can break it.
Who's the
Should we
strongest?
try the Should we try the voice first? And if we hear running, then we break it down.
Might as well.
didn't
I
know
mean-
you knew Margaret.
Yeah. Who's going to do the break-in though? Because I think they should be ready.
Yeah, I am weak as all hell, so not me.
I
I
think
mean, I'm-
Val or Albar could be the job for them.
I'm not particularly strong, but probably more so than most.
I'd say so.
If
I
we're
can
technically
help.
speaking, I have a -3, so
What if we all run at the door and kick it at the same time?
Got a
Right,
plus-
Alba, help me with this door, please.
That'll work. All right. So try your voice, and if nothing happens, we'll just boot the door down.
okay. I'll just say, "Yeah,
Okay.
open up. It's me."
Nice.
The bubbling continues. The rattling stops for a second, and then just continues.
Just gonna look to Val.
Sorry.
Don't make me ask again.
The rattling sort of stops. It's starting to sound a little bit like bones clacking against each other, and then it will just continue.
Break this shit down.
Okay. Yeah.
And start
Sounds
stuffing
like-
that.
Sounds like bones, by the way.
I will assist.
Now I'll hold an
Sure.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Make me a strength check with athletics check with advantage, Val. You try to knock that door down. You make one hell of a noise, but the door doesn't give.
So
It's a very strong door.
Not
would
wanting
you-
to pile
would you
on
like
and
me to have
repeat
a
the
go as
same
well?
check over and over. Can we have another pop?
One will just be a straight roll, even with assistance. So
Can I blast a lock with an Eldritch Blast at the same time?
Hang on. Let me try this so you don't hit me.
Okay.
Trouble's going to bounce off my shoulders. I do this, because she knows what's coming. I'm just going to take a little run back and then just full pelt run into the door, shoulder barge it.
athletics check.
Oh no, that's not great.
Feel it give a little bit as you hit into it. Again, one almighty bang, but it just doesn't give.
I'll stand back.
What
give
is
some more
it? An
space.
athletics check. I'm gonna run it. I'm
Okay.
gonna guidance myself and then run.
Big money, no
And then
whammies.
add the guy. Fuck.
She wouldn't get it. No. You run up to it and you just something makes you pause before you even hit it, and you just sort of slam your hands against it, but you don't manage to get it open.
Halfway through.
When did we become Vox Machina?
Doors.
Door's the big old enemy. Can I put my hand against the lock and point blank blast it open with force damage?
Roll me an Eldritch Blast.
The
Come
door
on.
prevents
Hit
us.
the lock.
Come on. 16.
Hit the lock, roll me damage.
8.
So just enough to blast the lock on the door, the handle on the door into smithereens, and it just slowly swings open. See this?
I instantly prep another one. Or
Unfortunately, it's too late. They were ready for you banging on the door. So if you could all roll me initiative, and what we will do, we will roll initiative, and we will leave it there.
Are they
Cliffhanger.
undead?
The thingy. God damn it.
My bad. Sorry.
Roll initiative again. I'll let you take your second roll,
yay.
just because I can't be
Oh
faffed.
yeah.
Well, that's much better.
Come on. Yes, much better. Ah. Are they undead?
Look like walking skeletons, so yes, from what you can tell, they are undead.
I am uncomfortable.
On that note, we will call it there, and we will pick up from here next week.
Whew. God, love a cliffhanger.
Amazing.
So we will say good night to the stream. So night stream.
Nice
Stream.
stream.
Nice
Nice dream.